Hello Virgo, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today we are doing readings for April 2024. I am using the Tarot of the Magical Forest and the Elder Futhark on Rose Quartz stones. So let's get started with a card from the Tarot of the Magical Forest. And we have the Emperor. So be the ram, or in this case, be the Emperor Piggy. So the Emperor is very grounded. It's going to be a very good month for you as far as just grounding and also being able to move forward with not even bravery, just fearlessly, just like move forward with your will and do what you know you need to do, and knowing that what you do is going to be for the good of all. So that's the kind of month you're going to be having. Ooh, rams on the seat. So Piggy knows what he's doing. Emperor Piggy. I'm not calling you Emperor Piggy. I'm just calling Emperor Piggy Emperor Piggy. But it's going to be a good month for you for that. It's going to be like, oh, nice. Okay, so very good. Very good. Just going to get these runes down. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so central issue for you this month, Virgo, is basically Pertho reversed. Pertho's the rune of the lot box. This has to do with surprises and fate. Reversed, it has to do with inner, usually. So it's basically there is going to be something that you are learning about yourself this month that maybe was always the case, but that you hadn't realized until now. So that's kind of neat. So, but there may also be a situation. I mean, this is not all of the reads, but for some of you, the month may be sort of focusing on a sort of unpleasant surprise, but it was a sort of unpleasant surprise that was always the case, and you only just realized it, and now you're focusing on dealing with it. Thing about Pertho is, the lot box, whatever is in the lot box was already in the lot box. And when it opens, it's a surprise, but it was always there. So when it's reversed, it's inner, but it's also possibly negative. So where it's an inner thing, it's learning something about yourself that surprises you, but that you didn't know was there, but that was always there. Like once you realize it, once it surprises you and you realize it, you're gonna be like, okay, you know what? I've always been like that. The other read on it is a surprise that was something that was going on that you didn't realize was going on, and it's not super nice. Mostly, though, considering that we have the Emperor here, who is sort of just integrating and making sure that every part of himself is going forward with every step he takes. I'm really reading this more as the first reading, which is something about yourself that you've just learned, but that was always the case. And it was a surprise, but it's not necessarily a negative surprise. It's something that you are integrating as you move forward. It can only make you more whole to know this. Leading up to this, we have Yira. Yira is the rune of the harvest and also time. So there has been, first of all, you've just come from a situation where you have completed a thing. You've had your harvest on this thing that you've just completed. And it was like a period of time, a very set period of time. There was a lot of work involved. And you have gotten out of it what you needed to get out of it. And it was very good and nourishing and nurturing and, not nurturing, yes, nurturing a bit, but nourishing, abundant, and full of plenty. And you've had this. And this is what we just finished with. Finished that season. Now we're going into having come out of that, you learned something about yourself, and you're going to work on integrating that this month. So what is going to help you? We have the blank rune. This is another reason why I'm reading this more on the positive side, is that the blank rune is now you're really open for, oh, wow, you know, you learned this, and that's really good, and it's making you feel more whole and more strong than before. So now you're thinking, what else is there? Let me stay open to this. Let me just keep this blank page in the book just in case I need to add this to who I am. So that's exciting, like that, and that's going to help you. You're going to have that excited. How do they put it? That anticipation, but not expecting anything. Like you're not expecting something specific, but you're eagerly awaiting whatever comes, and that's just that sort of sense of welcoming. To whatever comes in that you're going to integrate as a part of who you are is definitely going to help you this month as you're working on integrating the part of who you are that you just realized that you had. What isn't going to help is we have Algi's reversed. Algi's is the rune of the elk, also known as the moose. Algae has to do with protection, and support reversed it has to do with, well, first of all, okay, I'm going to read this a couple ways. Here's the Emperor. The Emperor is very strong and powerful and good, and, well, not necessarily good, but in this case he's good. He's a little piggy. But in general, like, as the Emperor, you're very strong and very, powerful. And you can stand up for yourself, but that can be a bit worrying. Like, everybody looks at the Emperor and is like, oh, he's fine. But he's got, like, he's it. Who's going to protect him? And so there's that sense of, I am moving forward, and it's kind of lonely, in this. Like, I don't know if anybody's got my back on this. And there's that sense of tightrope where you're, yes, you're powerful and you're moving forward, but just you feel like there's no training wheels on. You just feel like, so that's a bit worrying. You're a bit worried that you don't have the support that you would like. You're also a bit worried about stepping forward so one, it means fear of lack of support, but two, it means fear of standing up on your own with this, with nothing, sort of, I want to say mitigating it, with nothing sort of around you to mitigate what you're doing. So it's sort of like, is this okay? If that starts to drag you down, which it might tempt you to worry about that, and you ought to be thinking about these things anyway. So that's not necessarily a bad thing, but if you let it be the thing that drags you down, then it could keep you from what you need to do. So bring yourself back up to, I learned this thing about myself going through what we just went through. And that was pretty good. And I'm integrating that, and it's good. So whatever is going to come can only make me more whole, and can only help me, and can only make me more strong, and do what I want to be able to do as I move forward. So to have that eager hopefulness towards whatever might show up, that's going to help you, and it'll actually keep your mind off of the fact that you're pretty much walking this path powerfully but alone. I mean, you've always got somebody, but in terms of just like what you are doing that only you can do, that's yours. What this is all going to lead you to by the end of the month is that you are going to, by the end of the month, be saying, okay, now that I've walked for a little while, having integrated this new thing I found out, I am going to make some plans, set some goals, have some agreements, and make some decisions about it. We have Gebo, which is the rune of the gift. This has to do with an exchange. So when it's with yourself only, it's agreements, decisions, plans, and goals. It may have to do with one other person, but it's not necessarily having to do with one other person, but it is a one-on-one kind of thing, if it is. So that, Virgo, is your reading for April 2024. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.